So hello everyone, welcome to Triaright. This is pack 365. Myself Sujit. So in this session, we are going to write more object method. Also, we try to write the syntax for how to access our object method by the help of our object reference as well as the class reference. Okay, then we are trying to know what is called our specific property also. Okay, so guys, just see first we are trying to write the syntax for this one. Okay, so the syntax for accessing the object method, okay, by the help of our object reference. Okay, so syntax for accessing the object object method by using object reference. Guys, we know that already in the previous session we had already know we can access object method by using object reference as well as the class reference, but now we're trying to write the syntax for that one. Okay, so for the syntax will be first you need to provide your object name. Okay, after provide object name, now we are trying to pass your method name. After provide this in this way, for in this parenthesis you need to provide a argument. Okay, if I try to provide this argument, okay, if I'm not providing the argument, still it's okay, but as of now I just try to write the theoretical point, or we can say that syntax. Then the next one will called our syntax for class reference. Okay, so class reference. Okay, so what is the syntax will be, first you need to provide the class name dot method name. Okay, method name, then here first you need to provide your object reference, means for which object you need to get that, then after that you need to provide your arguments. Okay, so in the note I will be writing notes that argument are optional, means if you are trying to pass also it's okay, if you are not passing also still it's okay, but for your syntax purpose only, that's why I'm just trying to write both the things. Okay, so now we're trying to write more object method, how it going to happen, because if somebody asks that write a oops code by the help of our object method, then at that time you can create the same logic. Okay, so guys, till now we have only created one method. Okay, now I want to create one more method to check my balance. Okay, so how to check this balance, each and everything we're trying to see now. So we know that whenever we are trying to create a method means inside the class, if I try to create a function, this will be treated like my method only. So how to do that, each and everything we're trying to see now. Okay, so my requirement will be I want to create for check balance. So here first I need to create a function. So how to create function? First you need to provide your def keyword. Then here it will be taking one mandatory argument, that is called self. What is the use of this self will be? It will taking the current object address. Okay, so now I just want to print the customer available balance. So here I need to print the available balance is, here you need to write self dot balance. Okay, why? Because we are already printing this one, but why I'm trying to create another function means there might be chance that after your deposit or after your withdrawal also it needs to affect that. That's why here I need to, every time this value will be not fixed. That's why here I'm creating a method. Then I need to create one more method, that is called how to deposit, means if my object wants to deposit some amount. So what is the control flow behind this? Now we're trying to see. So first I need to create a function called my deposit. Every time this deposit will taking one mandatory argument, that is called save. It will be storing the address. First I need to, means if you are trying to deposit some amount in your ATM, first it will be asking for your how many amount you want. Okay, so here I type the amount because I need to take for user input. Okay, so in the backend logic we are trying to write, so enter the amount you want to deposit. Okay, so after entering the amount, so now my requirement will be I want to add that particular things. Okay, so here how it going to happen, each and everything we are trying to. So guys, just see In the ATM, there will some limitation here will be there. Means in the ATM, you are trying to deposit only maximum 20,000 or 30,000 unit watt. So now I try to give the condition. If you are directly passing 1 lakh, then it will be not possible, guys, right? So to overcome with that problem, we need to give a condition that if the amount you are passing from the user input, that particular amount must be below than 20,000. If the amount will be greater, then you can write that a message that try to deposit below 2,000. Okay, or sorry, to 20,000. Okay, so now here first I need to add that particular in my balance, because if you are not updating in my particular account, then how I can confirm that I will be deposit the same amount in my particular ATM. So here we are trying to add in my current balance. So here I need to write self dot balance, means it will be taking the current object address. So here I need to add that particular amount that I'm getting from user input. So after adding, I need to return a message that, so here I need to return the successful message that amount added successfully. Amount added, okay, successfully. Okay. Then if this condition becoming false, means the user wants to deposit 30,000, just like that. So at that time also I need to display a message. Okay. Because every time we are just try to write the backend logic. That's why here I need to write try to deposit. Okay. Try to deposit below 20,000. Okay. So after that, now my deposit will be done. But now my requirement will be, I want to create a method called my withdrawal balance. Okay. So how to do that? Because after creating some different method, then only we are trying to use that particular thing. So here we are trying to use our deposit method, or we can say that deposit method. So here also it will be taking one mandatory argument, that is called self. Okay, so now how much amount I need to withdraw? Okay, so here I need to write withdraw. Okay, so we have already write. So here I need to write for my withdraw. Okay, so first, first I need to get that from the user, how many amount you want to withdraw from a bank. So here also we are trying to take this amount from user. So how to get that from this user? By the help of our input function. So here, and enter the amount. Okay, after enter the amount, now I need to check, means in my bank account if I have 20,000, and if you are entering that I want to withdraw 30,000, means it is not possible, guys, right? So that's why here we are trying to give a condition that whatever the amount I'm getting from the user input, that needs to check with my balance that's available. Also, at a time, we are only capable to withdraw 20,000 at a time. So here we are trying to write both the things. Okay, means to both the things if I try to true. So at that time, we need to write one condition or one more operator, that is called our AND operator. Means AND operator will be give the true output when both the condition becoming true. Okay, so here we need to write, if the amount I am getting from user, that amount must be less than 20,000. Okay. And that particular amount you are want to withdraw, that must be available in your bank balance. If not available, then at that time I need to give a error message. So if this condition became satisfied, whatever the amount you are entering must be less than 20,000, and for the self balance must be greater than whatever the amount we are trapping. So at that time, I need to write that F string, that here I need to write amount withdrawn successfully. Okay, so guys, just see, if I'm writing only this statement, then it will be giving me every time, because we are not updating. Because after withdrawing, I need to again update it to my main balance. Okay, so here I need to write self dot balance, how much balance you are withdraw, that I need to update it in my main account. That's why here I'm writing self dot balance less than equal to amount, or you can write that self dot balance minus amount also. Both are same only. Okay. So now when if this condition becoming false, so at that time I need to write that, okay, try to withdraw below 20,000. Okay. So here I need to write try to, okay, try to withdraw below 20,000. Okay. So now we are trying to use all the condition to check that particular things. So guys, here, if you just see, now we are just creating two object, or we can say that two user, and we are passing some value. Now my requirement will be, first I want to check my balance. Okay. So for user one, okay, so we are already creating object, so now we are trying to check that for a particular thing. So now if I try to use my object reference to access, so how to access, because we are already writing this syntax that first you need to provide your object name, then here you need to provide your method name. So now I try to use the same thing. So my object name will be username, then my method name will be check balance. So in this case, if I try to pass some argument, it's okay. If you are not passing also, it's okay. So now my requirement will be, I want to run this one. Now if I try to run this one, it will be taking the user one address, and it will be check come to directly my check balance method. So here we are trying to create, so here it will be fast, it will be accepting the address of that. Means here we are accepting the address that is called my user one address. After it getting, now my requirement will be, I want to get the balance. So here after we are writing self dot balance, means it will be storing the object address dot balance. It will be directly come to your main account, and it will be searching for your balance. Okay. So now it will be give me 20,000. Now I need to fast deposit some amount, then only I need to withdraw. Okay, so here I need to use that particular thing. So user one dot deposit. Okay, so user one dot deposit. Okay, so guys, just see, as of now, if I try to call this one, how it going to happen before and after, we are trying to check this one. Okay. So after, just we are trying to check. So I need to kill that terminal. Okay. Because we need to check that after deposit, my main balance will be updating or not. Okay. So in that case, how the control flow will be going to happen? First, it will be displaying your main balance. The main balance will be 20,000. Now my requirement will be, I want to deposit 2,000. Okay. So guys, just see, amount added successfully. The available balance is 22,000, because we are adding 2,000. So how it will be going to affected? Because here we are trying to write this condition that self dot balance plus equal to amount, means it will be updating in our main balance also. Now if I try to use here my, so I need to commit that particular thing. I want to withdraw some amount. So at that time also it going to happen or not. Now we are trying to check. Okay. So as of now, my balance will be 20,000. Okay. Because here I am trying to commit that particular thing. So guys, just see. Now here first it will be give me the available balance will be 20,000. Now here it will be asking for the enter the amount. So I want to withdraw 10,000. Okay, so here I'm writing 10,000. So here it will be written that amount withdrawal successfully. The available balance is 10,000. Okay, suppose guys, as of now, my amount will be 10,000. Again, I just want to withdraw 11,000 again. Okay, after that things. Okay, so after the things I need to, again, I just need to copy that. Okay, because after it will be gives you the error. That's why here after that one more time withdrawing, I don't want to print that particular thing. So now my requirement will be, I need to withdraw 10,000. Guys, just see, after my amount withdraw successfully, the available balance is 10,000. Now I need to check this condition that it working perfectly or not. So at that time, if I try to pass 11,000, it possible or not. Guys, just see, here it will be tell me that try to withdraw below to 20,000. Or also, if you are trying to specify that, you can write double if. Okay, so this is the way we can write our different method. Okay, so This is all about our object method that's available in our Python. So now we are trying to write this specific property. Okay. So guys, if you have any doubt, you can directly contact to Triaright. Okay. So now we are trying to write the theoretical points that are available for our specific property. Okay. So because every time we are just trying to modify or adding all the things by the help of our object methods only using our specific property. So now we are trying to know what is this specific property. So guys, specific property are the uncommon property of an object. Okay. So these are okay. So these are the uncommon property, uncommon properties, uncommon property of an object. Okay. Now the next point will be, okay, it will change from one object to another because for the specific will be not same for each and every user, guys, right? So it will change for one object to another object. Okay. Now the third point will be, it these are defined inside a constructor. Okay. So these are defined inside a constructor, inside a constructor, because every time whenever we are trying to dealing with our uncommon property, we are trying to write inside the object method only. Okay. So now the last point will be, these are defined by the instant variable also, because instant means the object also, we can say that. Okay. So these are okay. So these are defined by instance variable. Okay. So these are the points that are available in case of our object method. So guys, that's all for this session. In the upcoming session, we are trying to discuss what is our class method and starting method. So thanks for watching. Try right.